Hey guys, I'm Chef Tom with All Things Barbecue, and today I want to bring you 3 fantastic recipes that you can take from any party, whether it's New Year's Eve or Super Bowl Sunday. Let's kick this off with some bacon-wrapped buffalo shrimp. It's 3 ingredients, super simple, but big flavor. First thing we got to do is get our shrimp and our marinade. Now we're actually using the Wing Time buffalo sauce as a marinade this time around. So we're going to go ahead and get all of our shrimp covered in buffalo sauce. And we're going to let them sit like this for about 45 minutes. And the acid that's in the sauce is going to start to tenderize the meat, and then all that flavor is going to stick around when we wrap it with bacon and grill it. All right, the shrimp are marinated. It's time to get them wrapped up in bacon, and we're going to put them on skewers. We're only going to need about half a slice of bacon to wrap each one of these. And these are pretty big shrimp. They're 13 to 15 to a pound. So if you're working with smaller shrimp, you could go even 1/3 of a slice of bacon. But we're going to leave all that sauce on there. And then we'll just go wrap the body. And we'll put our skewer through the shrimp twice. We're cooking our shrimp today on the Napoleon 665 gas grill over high heat. So this has been preheating for a while, so the grates are nice and hot. We're not going to be closing the lid as we cook these because we want this bacon to get nice and crispy in the same amount of time that it takes to cook the shrimp. And if we close that lid, those shrimp are going to get overcooked. So once your bacon is crispy and those shrimp are in their 140s internal temperature wise, you're safe to take them off the grill. Next up, we're going to do some smoked barbecue nuts. And these, again, super simple, but you put a bowl of these out at a party and they're gone in no time. So you guys can use whatever kind of nuts you want. Today we're going to be using some cashews, some peanuts, and some walnuts. All of these have been roasted but not salted so that we can add that salt with the rub. Now a lot of times people want to use oil to get that rub to stick to the nuts. The problem with that is the oil never goes away, so you're always left with an oily residue. So what we're going to do is put just a little bit of water, enough to coat these nuts, and then we'll add the rub. And then as this dries out in the smoker, that water's going to evaporate and the rub will stick to the nut. We're going to be seasoning these today with JP's Custom Smoke Sweet Heat. And I want to give Bubba's Barbecue Nation a shout out for turning us on to this magical combination right here. All right, so we have a really decent coating of the rub. We don't want to overdo it. And what we're going to do at this point is get it on a sheet pan and throw it in the smoker super low so we get lots of smoke. So before we take these out, just get a taste. See if you like where it's at. It's always best to go light at first because you can always add some more. But those taste really good. Let's get them on the smoker. Now we're smoking these low and slow today because they're already cooked, so all we're looking to do is add some smoke flavor to them. And it's worth noting that it's only 17 degrees outside, but our Yoder Smokers YS640 is holding steady right around 175. These are starting to dry out. It's been about an hour and a half that these have been on here, so they've had some time to really take on some smoke. I'd say we'll give them another half hour or so to really finish drying out. And They'll be good. We got about 2 hours of smoke on them, so we're gonna go ahead and take these out and they're ready to serve. This next recipe is a skillet bread that's baked in the skillet along with an Italian cheese dip. And we've got a Lodge Logic 12-inch cast iron skillet. We're gonna hit that with a little pan spray, and then we're gonna take this bowl, also get some pan spray on there, and place it right here in the middle. We're taking some frozen dinner rolls, about 10 of these, and we'll line the edge with the rolls. All right, so we'll space these out evenly, and we're gonna cover this up with some plastic wrap. Also has some pan spray on it so those rolls don't stick as they rise. Now we're gonna set this in a warm place, probably give it a couple of hours, and let these rolls rise until they're about doubled in size. All right, we have 8 ounces of cream cheese, a cup of mozzarella, and this isn't the fresh stuff, this is the stuff from the bag. We don't want too much moisture in here. Got a half cup of Parmesan, half cup of ricotta. Got a couple teaspoons of garlic. And we'll do about 3 tablespoons of pesto. And one last thing, we're gonna kick up the seasoning with about a teaspoon of Cattleman's Grilled Tuscan steak seasoning. And then we'll get our hands dirty and mix this together really well. So now this is gonna go right in the center of those rolls once they've risen, and then we can get it out on the grill. Well, our rolls have risen now, so it's time to get our cheese dip into the skillet. Before we put this on the grill, I'm just going to brush the tops of our rolls with some butter. We'll get about a 1/4 cup more mozzarella, put that on top of our cheese, and a couple tablespoons of Parmesan to go over the rolls. All right, we're ready to put this on the grill. We're gonna cook this guy on our Yoder Smokers YS640 pellet grill, set to 400 degrees, indirect grilling, indirect heat. All right, these have been on for about 40 minutes, getting nice and brown on top. The cheese is bubbling, so we're gonna go ahead and pull this off. So there it is, 3 super simple, super delicious recipes that you can take to any party and look like a rock star. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to thesauce.atbbq.com. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.